Welcome back. In this video we will set up the database, display our IDs list, and we will implement the Upvote feature.
Okay, so let's just jump back to this page. If we compare this to what we want to do here, I want it to be responsive, so I will just upgrade it. I don't really need a backup because I haven't done anything yet on the page. So yeah, I should be good. I will just go back to something in white. I will need to probably do the same for my header and upgrade it to the responsive thing. Okay, let's just check what dimensions I am using. I will go with this one because it will be just easier if I have to downside it to mobile, because with 1280 you can just divide it by 2, and it works really well. It's like 320 times 4, you get this, times 2 it's 640, and if you add it, it's 960. So you get basically all your size for every device, for mobiles and mobile related, and then tablets and web. So I'll go with this. I will also edit my header, which is a reusable, and do the same so that we start from the same base. Up, and this would need to be a row. I will just change the style for now and put something blue. In this row I would need to have another text. That would be my community poll app. Just write it down. It needs to be like at least H2, and I don't want the layout to be fixed, so it should be I'm not sure where this one is in a group. There should be also row, and I need to check, so this one isn't fixed with. The smaller should be this, and there shouldn't be max width, but the min, so I probably want this to be more like this, and I need to unfix this one. So for now it looks like, yeah, let's just check from the index what it's like. I should be tag, and if I preview I will be able to see if something's wrong. I would need to add some padding and stuff, but for now I just want to have like a rough layout. But I kind of got lost. What I wanted to do in the first place was to do the database thing, so I will just go back to it. So yeah, let's just do the database first. So the user field is already here, so I will need to create the ID first so that it can make sense. So ID, in an ID we have like a content, so which is a text file field, content, and then the author would be like a user, and then we have liked by, which is also user, but we need to tick this box. This is okay, and what we're missing is the OS type that could change later on, but I will create it now. So option set type. You don't have to write option set like OS, but I just like to do it because sometimes when you need to select from different things, to know that this is an option set makes it easier to know what's inside. One thing with the option set is that the default attribute, which is text, I will just show you how it works. So we said it could be like a feature demo, an app ID, and like something like a tutorial. Basically everything is a tutorial, but we might need to adjust later on. And what it does is that it would be easier for us to just access this. I will show you a bit later. So now we can add like the type that we wanted, and we can just select it from there. So the OS type. What else are we missing? So do the user side. So in the user we will have a pseudo, and we will also have a list of IDs. And here ID, we check this and we should be good to go. So from now we will try to display our list, and once we've worked on the list, we will just create the form that will allow people to create and to add new IDs. So to display our lists, we will need, so first we have our header which is like a reusable element, and we need to drag down like a group right here that would be like our section, let's say yeah, I mean IDs. I'm not sure this is the best way to call it, but let's go with this for now. We wanted to take all the space, and I don't think it really matters if it's this one is a row of or a column. So yeah, and within this section we will be able to add our repeating groups that will display our list. So we want this to be rows, and so feed it to content. I'm just, yeah, I want this to be centered. I don't really need this to be fixed, so I would say at least it will be 320, and max would be something like that. Yeah, it's maybe a bit big, so let's go for 800. And what we will do is that in each of these, so for each of our row, we will be now adding the type, the content, the author, and our list of likes. So for this, I can just go in here and first I need to set what the content of the list I'm displaying is. So this will be ID, because we will be showing a list of IDs. And since we want to display all of the IDs that are in our app, we can just do a search for ID, and boom, it will just display everything. So I think the best way would be to don't go with a fixed number of rows, and it will be maybe in here that I can, no, that's not it. Okay, so now that we've just choose what the source is, we can access the attributes of each ID. So we said that we wanted the type, and the type display would be what we've decided a bit earlier. We also want what else do we want, guys? We want content, we want the author, I think, and we want the user pseudo, and we will also need like this little heart that we have that could kind of change colors once it's clicked. So in order to do this, I don't think that I have what I need in the bubble icon set. So what I will do is just go back to Figma and tweak a bit the heart that I've downloaded using Iconify, and I would be just uploading it here. And with the conditional, I would choose if it's filled or not. So let's just jump back into Figma. I think it was here, so let's just, can I access, oh no, it was not here, it was here. So yeah, what I want to do is to take this one. I could just have exported it right away, but I will have both, so it will be earth empty, and this one would be earth filled, and I can just click on fill and go with maybe this one. Yeah, I think that's the right one. I could leave the stroke, but it's a bit big, so I just adjust this, and I want, so from my experience, I prefer SVGs because they will resize by themselves and don't look like blurry or anything, but that's my personal preference, and you might want to go with something else. Let's just go with icons. Okay, and now if I go back to Bubble, I can use the image thing, put it here, and I will just, so there's something else that I like to do, but I'm not sure it's the best practice. It's just that it becomes easier for me to manage when I have a lot of illustration, but that will be to create an option set with an image attribute, and just put each of my image within it in SVG so that I can access them quite easy. I will show you. Let's just go with OS. This one will be icons, and they will have, nope, I'm not doing it. Yep, OS icons, and then I will pick like an image. Just go with image, and the new option will be like as we did it just earlier. So empty earth field, and what it does is that then I can upload it. I think it was in here, icons, earth empty. Let's go, and then earth field. Let's go, bam, and when you come back here, we can just go with dynamic image, and you can type get an option. Get an option will be from option set, and you can see that we could access the type from here, but we just want to use our icon. So let's go with let's start with the empty. And what we want to display is the image, and we will say that when current sales ID liked by count is not 0, so that's something that we will do later, but as soon as the user clicks on it, we will add him to the list, and this way the count will goes up. So if there is at least one person who has clicked on this earth, it will change color. So we need to change the image source, and to do that we can just do the same, get an option, OS icons, and earth field. This would be the image, and so we're pretty much set. We just need to adjust what it looks like. And what I could do, can I do this? I'm not sure. If I go into app data and go into IDs, new entry, I could just try do something here to see, let's say, test, content, create a table. Sometimes it can be useful to go to go in this and yeah, we've put it as a user, so this won't really work because we don't have any user for now, but I can just create it so that I'll be able to at least preview. Yeah, so we have our create tarot app, and I haven't set up the interaction yet, so I will just do it right now. So we want to go into workflow, and what we will do is that when we click, let me just, yeah, that will be it. So we want to make change to a thing, and what we want to change is the ID. What we will change in the ID is like by. So we want to add current user to the like by, and we only want to do this when current sales ID like by doesn't contain current user. So if our user hasn't clicked on this yet, it will be added to the list, and we need to do the opposite case. So when the user has already clicked on it, when he clicks on it, we want it to remove it from the list. So I just copy paste it, and here I will do the remove, and instead of doesn't contain, we'll go with contains, and this way we should be set. So let's just try it here. Okay, this is not working. So this is something useful when you don't know what's wrong. You can just use the debugger to see what's not working. So if I make change to an ID, so that would be still the right one, we will add current user. So it seems like it happened. Oh, I see what went wrong. I just did the one after the other. So what I need to do is to have two separate things. So I will just delete the second on this one and the first on this one, and we'll try it again. Still not working. What have I done this time? So current sales ID lagged by doesn't contain current user. Looks like, oh, maybe I didn't like. So maybe I need to put this in here instead. I'm not sure. So if it's in here, I don't need it here anymore. And so it doesn't contain add, and this one would be contains remove. Just go with this. That's a bit weird because I don't think it should do the one after the other, but let's see. Okay, that seems to be working now, right?